Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Peach. You're watching PJ Cooper, the model builder, and thank you for joining me again, and welcome to you all. Welcome to my new subscribers, and if you're not subscribed, think of subscribing to my channel. I've got quite a few models going on. Check them out. Today we're going to do the Enterprise, as you can see right there. I've done a bit of preparation, which is, we've got stages, 75 to 78. I've made that panel. I've put these lights in already, because that can be a hassle, and we've seen quite a few of them. In 77 I made that panel with that phaser array in there, and in 78 I made that panel that we're going to connect to the panel from the previous stage, and we're going to put some lights in there as well. Without further ado, let's get straight into building this beautiful model, and I'm going to show you the magazine first, but let's take a sip of the tea for a good start. Okay, right in front of you, you have magazine. We have magazine number 20, as you can see. Let's just open it up and see what's going on. We've got quite a bit of the Enterprise background. Stages 75, 76, 77, and 78. As you saw, all these different parts that we have lying out here on the side, but you'll see that in a moment. And this is the assembly. So that panel has already been made, which is that one. So we're going to put that on the saucer section first thing. So this in 76 has already been done as well. I'm going to leave that like that because I'm going to turn it around. Here you go. We've put the lights in, and I made sure that they're in. There's a bit of a funny thing in here. They're saying that that cable has to go under, but it can't go under, because then I have to loosen that and not the other. So that's a bit tricky. Then we're going to put it in. That panel we have right here, and the panel that we're putting in there is right there, but we're doing that. As you can see, this is a panel made as well, which is this one, phaser array and a lot of escape pods. The top ones are a bit hard because they're only screwed in from the lower part, and which means it will be pushing up a bit, and they were not in neatly, so I glued them in a bit. I hope they stay, but we'll find out about that. We're going on with that big part, and we're finishing it, or partly finishing it here, and putting the right window parts in. This one has already been made as well in stage 78, right there, with the lights in here, and we're going to put some lights here as well. And let's see where we're going. Then we're putting the long cable in, and then we're going to connect it with the part from 77, put it on, and then Robin Hood all the way. And a bit more about the drum head. Half-Life, as you can see right there. The Ghost. You know, these are all things, the mind's eye. I do not know anything about theory with data, because I've not watched it. Redemption, I've not watched it, so not as much that I know everything that happened. But as we went through that whole magazine, we're going to start with stage 75. And as I told you, we've done that, so we're going straight to putting it on the saucer section. Let's get a good cloth out, especially for Hans. You want the other side? Let's see, I think we're working on this area. We're working right here. We've got that panel to put in. And remember, with these you always have to catch it under before you can put it in. That went pretty good. 2 FM screws, and then that little panel, and then we've got the first stage done already, 75. That was quick then. Well, that's what you get when you prepare those panels, and there are tedious things. And then we put that little thingy on, and as you can see, it's neatly in there. Can you see it here as well? Yeah, this one, neatly in. As you know, I've done that panel already, and we're going to put that on this side. We have to have a look at that cable if that's not snipping somewhere. There we go, it's in. And we're pushing those to the side. Have a look at all those cables, because this one yellow and white one needs to go on the other side, otherwise it will be snipped. These can go under. There's a gap between those two. That's alright. This wire, I do not want under there, because that will be snipped. And now it's a whole lot of screws. Let's start with the lower ones. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4 FM screws. And of course, we use a bit of oil on that to make sure that it goes in easily. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 BMs to put in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 BMs in there. And now we're going to connect some cables. That is not too smart, guys. Okay, we should have put that cable through right there, and it's now caught right here. So let's see if I can easily undo that. Okay, guys, that wasn't too smart of me. This little cable is the shorter of the two, was underneath here, and it needs to go through this one, otherwise it will not reach the circuit board. And now we can put it in right there. So we've got those two connected. Okay, they're asking us to take that green and white one and put it between, or just beside that panel and under that one. That's when we put that in, we'll have to have a look at that. So we've got we're stage 77. We've made the panels, and we're now going to get some parts of these together. So we're putting that panel in, and I heard somebody say that, or I saw somebody say that these windows are not incorrect, but with mine, they're looking pretty good. And we've got the reggae colors, and we're going to put them in like so. They're both in, and I'm pushing that down, otherwise it will not go stay in. We are going for the BPs, and they're in like that, with these windows in neatly, so you can see. I'm happy with that, and might as well put those windows in now. We're not doing anything with it in this pack, but we've got those windows in. That will be done. That is from stage 78. Sorry. You need to push it through a bit, and then that is what you have. I'm going to put that aside carefully, and we're putting those two together. In 78. But before we do that, we're going to get the salsa back in and put a light in first. And we're putting it on this side. So I hope you all can see this. This is not going to be easy. And so we have that light here that has to go on this side, and I hope it stays in. And then we have this one that needs to come. Let's see, where do they want us to? They're wanting them all to go in a 90-degree angle in this panel. So we're putting FMs in there, 3 of them. Top panel is in superb. Lower panel is having a pretty large gap. I'm not very happy with that panel, but yeah, I cannot change anything about it. Hey Snitch, where's this? There it is. If you look right there, that is something I'm not happy with. But there's not a lot I can do about it. So, as you see right here, this is what we have at the moment. We've put those panels in and we've put that panel in. And there's nothing more to do on this build. So let's switch it off, clean up, and wait for the next parts. Okay guys, that was that. This build is done. We've put that panel in, we've put that panel in, and we've made that panel and those two panels as well. And my switch is here. As you can see, everything works. So hope that the next panels will will come in quite quickly. The Ecto is not doing very well because of stock problems, most probably. So we'll find out when the next one is, the next parts come in, and you'll see that on my YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that, and I hope to get some in soon. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Just that gap is, I didn't like that too much, but it seems to be slightly smaller, or is that due to the fact that I'm not wearing my glasses at the moment? But with that, I want to say thank you very much. Have a look at the Hero Collector's website. This is where you can get this one and some more. It's an Eaglemoss website, so you probably have to go to eaglemoss.com or Eaglemoss, and you'll choose a country, and you'll see all the builds that are out there. But this one is done for now. Pack number magazine number 20, and we'll get some more in a month or so, I hope, and hope to see you then as well, or on any of my other builds, which may be a little bit quicker than this one. So see you out there. Please like, subscribe, and pass it on, and I do hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.